On the northeastern edge of Shengshan Island, part of China's Shengsi archipelago, lies one of the world's most visually stunning ghost towns, Houtouwan. Once a thriving fishing village home to over 2,000 residents, Huttowan has been reclaimed by nature in a way that feels almost magical. Today, its buildings, alleyways, and staircases are draped in lush green ivy, making it look more like a scene from a fantasy novel than a former working community. The story of Huttowan is both a tale of human perseverance and the inevitable triumph of nature when people leave. Huttowan's history stretches back decades, when the village's isolation was its strength. Located roughly 40 miles east of Shanghai, it thrived on fishing, with residents relying on the rich waters of the East China Sea for their livelihood. Like many remote coastal villages in China, Huttowan was self-sufficient, with narrow lanes, terraced houses, and a close-knit community. Supplies came in by boat, and life was tied closely to the sea's rhythms. For generations, families fished, processed seafood, and maintained traditions that had changed little over time. However, the late 20th century brought sweeping changes to China's economy and society. As modernization spread, younger generations sought opportunities in cities, leaving behind the physically demanding and unpredictable life of fishing. Houtouwan's remote location and limited infrastructure made it difficult to compete with larger, more accessible ports. By the early 1990s, the population had already begun to dwindle. In 2002, the Chinese government officially resettled the remaining residents to nearby Guqi Island, citing better access to schools, healthcare, and jobs. Within a few short years, Huttowan was completely abandoned. Nature wasted no time in taking over. Without human maintenance, the humid subtropical climate allowed vines, moss, and ferns to spread rapidly. Today, nearly every building is covered in a thick blanket of green. Windows peek out from walls of ivy, stairways disappear into vegetation, and rooftops blend seamlessly with the hillside. From a distance, the village looks like a lush extension of the island's cliffs, hiding the traces of the bustling life that once filled its streets. The transformation has made Huttowan an unexpected tourist attraction. Images of its overgrown beauty began circulating online in the mid-2010s, captivating travelers worldwide. Photographers and adventurers flock to Shengshan Island to capture its dreamlike scenery. In recent years, local authorities have worked to make Huttowan safer for visitors, creating designated paths and viewing platforms while preserving the untouched feel of the site. The result is a rare glimpse into what happens when human civilization steps aside and nature reclaims the land entirely. Visiting Huttowan today is an otherworldly experience. The village's stone steps wind through silent houses, their interiors dim and cool beneath a living roof of leaves. In some rooms, abandoned furniture remains, now surrounded by creeping vines. The air is thick with the scent of earth and sea, and the only sounds are the wind, birdsong, and waves crashing below. It is both peaceful and haunting, a reminder of how quickly human presence can fade from even the most established communities. Huttowan's appeal lies not only in its beauty, but also in its symbolism. It represents the countless small villages worldwide that have been left behind in the wake of modernization, industrialization, and urban migration. It also shows the resilience of nature, demonstrating how quickly ecosystems can rebound when left undisturbed. While it may no longer be a place for fishing boats and village markets, Huttowan now thrives as an ecological wonder and a destination for sustainable tourism. Despite its popularity, access to Huttowan still requires effort. Visitors typically travel to Shengshan Island by ferry from Shanghai or Ningbo, followed by a hike up steep terrain to reach the village. This difficulty in access is part of what has preserved its untouched state. Tourism is carefully managed to avoid damaging the fragile balance between the village's decaying structures and the thriving plant life that makes it so unique. Huttowan is not just a ghost town. It is a living artwork, a collaboration between human architecture and wild nature. It is a place where the past and present merge, where visitors can walk through history while standing in the middle of nature's triumph. Whether seen as a photographer's dream, a cautionary tale of rural decline, or simply a testament to the beauty of the natural world, Huttowan remains one of China's most captivating abandoned locations. For those who venture there, the sight of sunlit ivy spilling over rooftops and empty doorways is unforgettable. In a world where most abandoned places crumble into dust, Houtouwan stands as proof that sometimes, when humans leave, nature creates something even more beautiful in their place.